And welcome back at 8:30. Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Maddie Kurth. Look, rain is on the way for this first alert weather day, so let's bring in meteorologist Hannah Gard. She's timing this all out because you could see rain now, maybe not later. It's going to be a mixed bag.
Yes, we're going to see a chance for really heavy rainfall, especially later today. So that's why we're giving you the first alert. This is going to be a substantial flooding threat across the area. Now, it will be kind of off and on in some areas before we see the heavy downpours. So having that weather app handy is going to be the key today if you're trying to get outside at all. But we do have a flood watch in effect through the evening. The National Weather Service has said they're going to extend this down to the coastal areas because area-wide we could see really heavy rainfall all the way throughout the rest of today. We're seeing rain on the radar at this hour down near the mouth of the river. That is going to move to the east. What I'm watching for is over here near Baton Rouge, where we're already starting to see some rain moving toward places like the North Shore, and then we have some showers building in from the southwest. In the middle of this, most of us down on the South Shore, where we're not seeing rain, are seeing sunshine. That heat that the sun is bringing is going to fuel these storms, and we have a lot of moisture to work with. This is ingredients for a flood to set up. We've already seen some rain this morning. We had some showers and storms that built up from the south. So you might have heard some thunder really early, around 2 o'clock this morning. We've had 0.45 inches of rain at the airport, Galliano, 0.68 inches of rain. So we've already had a little bit through the morning hours, but we've been in a little bit of a drier period. So we're seeing this starting to build in again. And look over here near Texas. We're seeing the storms popping up, but not really moving. There's a very, very slow motion in the atmosphere. So anything that forms, any storm that forms, is going to be moving really slowly. So that's that flood threat for us. We also have this system up to the north in the plains. That's what's going to bring us a severe weather threat Sunday into Monday. So that's a separate weather system. But heading into that, we have all the moisture flowing across our area right now. What's causing the rain? And if it's not that system, it's in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So this is what we call an upper level low or a cutoff low that you can see on water vapor. See this little spin right here, Houston? It's kind of moving up to the north right there. That is the upper level low. Down to the south, we have high pressure. So between that and the high, there's a huge split in the atmosphere where you see lift, and that's what's going to bring us that chance for storms and flooding. Meanwhile, up here to the north, we have a different swirl. This is what is going to bring the severe weather threat as we go through the later parts of the weekend into the early parts of next week. So two different features. Here's the forecast model. It does look like we'll see those storms starting to spread across the North Shore first. South Shore looks pretty dry on this. I see showers building from the southwest. I don't think it's going to be as dry as it looks on this forecast model. So you want to have the radar handy so you can check that out before you head outside. The storms are really building in by late afternoon, early evening. After we have that sunshine period, we will have a lot of energy to work with. So we could see gusty winds with this as well. We might have to watch for some hail, but a lot of this is going to be just heavy, heavy rain. And it moves to the south right around sunset, 8 o'clock. We're going to see those storms mainly across the South Shore and southern Mississippi, and then they start to linger down to the south. This model has some stray storms, even lingering into tomorrow morning. Definitely could happen. We lose that upper level steering energy, that little wave that's coming by, so it's not really going to move anything out. We might see that happen. By tomorrow afternoon, though, it's just some lingering scattered showers. So definitely the afternoon hours on Sunday looking drier compared to the rest of today. Then we have another system. This is the next thing coming. Monday morning, here comes another round of storms. This is with a cold front that's coming up from the north. We could see some storms even lingering into the afternoon. So we'll nail that down as it gets a little bit closer because those storm complexes, that can always change. But I do think Monday morning for the commute through the afternoon, we'll be watching for that. Here's our rain potential today, though. Why we're worried about the flood threat. The yellows, oranges, that's 2 to 3 inches, but there are a lot of bullseyes here where we have purples that's over 5 inches of rain. That is a huge cause for flooding issues, especially because these are going to be moving so slowly. So we really want to make sure that we're paying close attention to that today. And they have added, the Storm Prediction Center, a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather for our area as well. Again, that's damaging winds and potentially some hail along with that threat up to the north. Then tomorrow, the main threat will be up across the middle Mississippi River Valley, but it does extend down to us. That's more for early Monday morning, and then you can see that storm threat Monday. Level 2 out of 5 risk for us, again, damaging winds and potentially some hail. The reason we're in this stormy pattern is we have lows that just keep coming by. We do see high pressure building over the eastern Gulf, but these lows, they're still coming across the west coast. That's going to keep the stormy pattern over the central plains, and we might keep that moisture around the rest of the week as well. But I do think with that high building, we're just going to get warmer, and we might be a little bit less stormy later in the week. So we'll keep a rain chance. We could see some scattered showers in the afternoon. And you can see it looks like we just got that new flash flood watch extended down to the coastal areas. So all of us under that flash flood watch for today. And then Monday, also first alert day, that is for a severe weather threat with the system coming down.
It's that time of the year, though. Of course, there are going to be these little pop-up storms once you get into the warmer times of being down here in the south.
Yes, and it's also severe weather season.
Right.
We're getting into that, and we're going to continue to see that threat, especially places north of us. But this pattern we're in with the weekend storms, I'm hoping we can break it eventually and kind of focus that threat farther north of us. But right now, we have a lot to watch through this weekend.
All right, so get out and do it now if you're going to try and do something
the next couple of
outside today.
hours, that's going to be the driest period today for sure.
All right, thank you, Hannah.